if the hips can't rotate, you're going to be compensating somewhere, and it'll come from the spine. Wherever else we could say it's also coming from, the whole body's there, you know, it's all going anywhere any of it's going, but the rotation is trying to be made up for in the spine if the hips can't do it. So anyway, more context I could give, but the point is, with the sleeping position, it's the same in waking life. If you're leaning down to do something, well, if your hips can't rotate, then you can't do this. Just reach down. Look at this. The right arm forward, essentially, and the right leg forward. I mean, you'd probably bring both hands basically together, you know, but mechanically to keep your spine straight, that's what I'm saying. The hips are what's rotating here, so my spine can stay straight. My core can stay active, and here you go. You know, I mean, yeah, if you got your arms are the same length, you'd have to be getting the motion from somewhere, but I'm just saying, yeah, the right arm and the right leg, that's the point. Because really, you'd just be reaching centered if you're trying to get something with both hands. So if you're trying to reach with one hand down, you see people sometimes, and maybe a lot of time, doing this, twisting their body. And you don't want to do that, because what you're doing is getting the rotation right here from your spine. It's harder for me to speak right now. It's harder for me to breathe right now because my spine is torqued, twisted, torsion, you know? So here we go, we'll snippet this as well. Reaching down, you know, just how to do it. Well, it is the same side and the same side. Okay, left side or right foot and right hand, or left foot and left hand. So the spine stays neutral and the rotations come from your hip. So this is coming from this video, right? On the 17th of March, 2026, if the hips can't rotate under In The Image Clothing Company's main side, compensation will come from the spine if your hips can't rotate. So we don't want the spine twisting. If you're reaching down to grab something or whatever, you know, just bending down, that's why people twist. You'll see people go like this, put their left foot forward and reach down with their right hand, you're twisting the spine. If we reach down with our right hand and our left, okay, yeah, y'all, this is huge. If we reach down with the same arm and the same foot, the spine stays neutral and we could just balance. You can reach down here, spine's neutral, or you could just take your other foot off the ground and you're very centered and planted because your spine is centered. The rotations come from your hips where they just naturally should. Okay? The stability comes from your hips where it just naturally should, and your spine can just stay neutral, stabilizing the ability to breathe, really, is one of the big focuses. Same with the other side. You reach down, and sure, you can do it with both feet on the ground. If you're going same hand and same foot, left hand and left foot in this case, but you could really take your other foot off the ground and be stable. Look at my spine, just stay neutral. This is what I mean. It's truly, literally, physically, mechanically impossible to train the human being to get it to do anything. But you'll see people in the gym doing stuff like this. And you hear the sound, they're breathing and they're breathing. I'm not trying to mock people, but truth is truth. You keep your spine straight and the rotations come from your hips. And you can breathe and you can talk and you can whistle while you work and your body's just neutral. There's only one way the human body could ever work. It's not my opinion, it's not my choice. I didn't design the body. Never twist your spine intentionally. People will go to the gym and they'll do motions like this. And you hear them like on the brink of death, basically. And they think they're helping their body. I'm not trying to mock. I'm speaking the truth of how the body mechanically operates. Never intentionally twist your spine. You keep your body centered and you just use it how it can mechanically work. I mean, there's just only one position the body functions in. It's the shape of the bones. I know I sound so worked up. I'm only worked up because this is damage. You're wearing out the cartilage between your joints. You're just excessively trying to breathe. You notice I'm not winded? I'm not trying to act like I'm not winded. I'm not winded. And I'm throwing my body around. You keep your body neutral and it works. There's only one way the human body could ever work. And that's in every aspect of anything it does. And that's why I'm so passionate about this. It's not my choice. It'll never change. It's never started. It's the same since God designing us in his image. You have to use the same side hand as the same side foot. Don't ever try to train your body to begin with. You're going to damage it. I mean, really, unless you know really what you're doing and your focus is just to gain muscle mass or strength, and maybe you know that it will just go away back to the human body's only normal once you stop trying to get it more than it is, then okay, but then why? It's going to go back to normal anyway. I'm not mocking people. I'm speaking the truth. Never intentionally twist your spine. Never. If you bend down to grab something, the rotations come from your hips and you keep your spine neutral. I mean, you don't know what you don't know, and you can't be held accountable for what you don't know. If you don't know how the body mechanically operates, that's one thing, but there's no opinion to it. There's only one way the body mechanically operates. It's the shape and length of the bones. Muscles only pull where they connect to bones and just directly in line. There's only one way this thing functions. For every body who has one, or every one who has a body. Never intentionally twist the spine. You just keep your body centered and you're good. You know, you just keep your body centered and you're good. The rotations come from the hips, not the spine, ever. The rotations come from the hips, not the spine. You're going to hurt your spine. Like we said earlier, the ribs are connected into there. Your spinal cord is in there. The spine's in the center, and it just can't twist the way that two legs on either side of the body can independently twist. There's just only one way this happens. It's in the center line of the body, just functioning in general. So never twist your spine, ever, intentionally, in any kind of like motion, you know, that you're trying to do something. You just keep it neutral, and it comes from the hips. And I didn't know I was gonna get all this worked up. You know, I just yell about things where I do because it's as real as it gets. It's not my choice, not my opinion. It's as obvious as it is once you see it, as I say. There's only one way the human body could ever possibly work. Since before I was here and after I leave, it's always the exact same. But I didn't know I was gonna get like this passionate about this. I didn't know I was gonna say this quite like this in this video because, you know, I mean, yeah. It is what it is. I'm just making it clear, like, there's a reason I'm so worked up about this stuff. As I say, spend your entire life trying to disprove what we do under In the Image Clothing Company, and you will not. It's not our choices, it's truth. There's only one way the human body could ever work, is what I mean. No matter how we explain it exactly perfect or whatever, we're not going to do it exactly perfect ever. You know, even if we know it exactly, it's just what it is. It's not our choices, is what it is. Never intentionally twist your spine. I mean, who am I yelling at? You know, I sound so mean. I'm saying this out of love, though, so hear what I'm really saying, because, yeah, if you're bending down to do something, you go same leg, same hand. Okay? We could say same leg, same arm, same foot, same hand. Same leg, same arm, same foot, same hand. There's only one way it happens. I mean, even in a spin, it's coming from your hips, not your spine. It's coming from your hips, not your spine. Don't intentionally twist your spine, ever. Do not. It's got to be stable and supported. Your spine is your life source. I love that. Butterfly flying through. Yeah, you've got your brainstem coming down into your spine. It's your spinal cord. You've got just the support of your entire body coming from your spine. Well, from your hips up, you know. The spine is in the direct center. Don't try to twist it, because then you're twisting your entire torso. You twist your legs independently, okay? And you've still got support. Anyway, man. Anyway, the point is, I'm gonna be saying the same things my entire life. As the founder of In The Image Clothing Company, me, Evan Strong, there's no opinion to it. You go to the gym, if you go to the gym, like I'm saying, you can't train your body. You're not going to change the shape and length of the bones. And everything you think you trained to goes away immediately once you stop, okay? It starts to go away immediately once you stop trying to get it to be there. There's only a normal to the body. Fat content, muscle mass, heart rate, breathing rate, everything that the body is, there's only a normal to it. Natural, neutral, and normal. There's only a normal. But you see people trying to do exercising routines. Just let your body work and it just works. Never let your core deactivate, because it can't. It's the center of your whole body. And no opinion, no perfect world. If we never altered the body, God designed the body to work. Just like the animals, you don't see them doing workout routines. They just live. And they're way more capable than most all human beings in 2026. Do you see what I'm saying? We get into patterning. That's why we're a clothing company. In the Image Clothing Company. The only thing physically placed on us is not a sales pitch. It just has to work for the body the way the body works, or the body just can't work. So, here's the point. You see people in gyms and they're just twisting away. They reach over, they grab something, they twist their spine. They reach over, they grab something, they twist their spine. They're holding weight in front of their bodies and they're just twisting and twisting and twisting their spine. Damage. The spine stays neutral and the legs rotate. That's just how the body works. You have very, very little need to ever put basically any torsion on your spine. It comes from the hips. All right, not the spine. So keep your spine neutral, you know, because this video's title is If the Hips Can't Rotate. Anyway, In The Image Clothing Company's main side, the 17th of March, 2026.